Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe from Joe Plays Games, and welcome back to Rome Total War, where in the last part we took Lily Biome and started harassing the Carthaginians a little bit. So what I'm planning on doing now is going ahead and checking to see what I can do. It looks like all of my settlements are building something. I'm going to start harassing the Carthaginians a little bit more because over here Carthage and Thapsus are actually relatively fertile and pretty high value locations. Eventually what I'm going to want to do is, if I can beat the Julii, which looks like they already have a force over here, but it's just one unit, it might be a scouting unit, try and take Corrales and Sardinia, and as well as this settlement over here. I forget what it's called. But we're going to go ahead and try and take that as well, and try and push into Iberia to try and stifle the Julii approach. And also I kind of have like ideas of trying to also push into Greece and take like Crete and Rhodes and Halicarnassus and push my way up the Greek peninsula all the way up into like Central and Eastern Europe, to try and like stop the Brutii from expanding too quickly. Because when the Roman Civil War comes along, let's bring up so when the Roman Civil War comes along, I want to be at the forefront. So over here it looks like we are behind in popularity with the people, and it looks like it says the plebeians hate you. They more than that, the plebeians hate you and all your friends and their pets, slaves, and hangers on. That's how unpopular I am with the people. It's still relatively early on. We're only about we're less than 10 turns into the game. So as time goes on, our popularity with the people is going to increase once we start gaining more settlements and start treating our people good. The Senate popularity, small majority of the Senate recognize my greatness, but most of the rest feel indifferent towards me. Fortunately for now, rarely provoke outright hostility from the senators. So for the most part, not too many people are worried about us, which is a big old mistake. So let's go ahead and end that turn and see what's going on with Carthage. Not a whole lot. Alright, so let's take a look. End of turn report. We made a little bit of a loss, but we still got a good 2,000 not florins, denarii to work with. We got 2,000 denarii to work with. Our Temple of Neptune and Messana is finally complete. And our recruitment, we got a Byreme going, as well as a bunch of different Hastati going on in Lily Biome. Those two got retrained. Messana's got a Hastati, and Syracuse also got a Byreme finished training. And let's take a look at some diplomatic information. Looks like Parthian, the Seleucids are at war, and it looks like the Seleucids have declared a truce with Pontus. So let's go ahead and take a look. Do we have any Senate missions going on right now? They want us to take Thapsus, and they'll give us a unit of Triarii. I don't know if I necessarily want to do that. Let's take a look and see. Messana looks like it could go with another upgrade. Let's go ahead and give them land clearance, so we can get up that growth, the population growth going. Everything else, let's take a look, see if we need to train anything. Every settlement is ready to train something, so let's go ahead and recruit at Capua. We'll give Capua another Byreme. I want to start bolstering up my navy a little bit, so let's go ahead and give them a Byreme over at Messana. And Syracuse can't recruit anything right now. Okay. Nope, I can't recruit anything at Lily Biome as well. Okay. Like I said, they want me to take Thapsus. Let's see what they got over at Thapsus. They only have 4 units. They got a nice port, so that's alright. Let's think about bringing this fleet back here towards Syracuse and see what we can scrounge together. Let's get these 3 units of Hastati going into this here boat, and we'll go ahead and lower that tax rate. I don't really need to worry all that much about... Yep, I'm at war with the Greeks. How many? Just 1 Byreme. I think I can take that down. Alright, we gotta wait till next turn. What do I have at Messana? Let's take Ala Scipio and a couple of the other Hastati and move them down to Syracuse. Messana is doing fine with public order. We can just knock down that tax rate a little bit. Syracuse, what do we have as far as an army? We got, so this is probably where we're gonna start our assault onto those Carthaginian settlements. Just double check. Do I have anything? Do I have any agents? Yes. So let's take this spy. I think, yeah, he's already on the boat. Where are you? You are up by the Germans. I already have your map information, so I'm going to move ahead towards this direction. I think the Britons already have something. And this diplomat is also on the boat. So good. I made sure to prep myself for the next part. Alright, let's go ahead and end that turn. See what the other Roman factions are doing. A whole lot of nothing. Looks like Gaul is moving some troops around. But that's about it. Alright, that's all we were able to see at the very least. Those Greeks have blockaded my port. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh no, those are pirates. So let's go ahead and clear out those pirates. We should easily be able to win that. We outnumber them by a considerable margin. We have, yeah, 30 to 7. They've got no chance. And that's a clear victory. So let's go ahead and move that over here, merge that together, and see if there's any bit of retraining that I can do. Yep, 2 ships, and give them a trireme. Triremes are better than biremes. Okay, that might be everything I can do. Looks like Capua is ready for an upgrade. Once I have enough denarii, I'll be able to give them a governor's palace and get them up to the next tier. Coming of age, Flavius Scipio. Let's see. Let's take a look. He's a military genius, +4 command. Ooh, I like him. I'm gonna send him along to beam. You know what? Gatekeeper, +1 command when defending walls. Political animal. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead. I don't typically do this, but I'm gonna go into the family tree and make him my factionaire. So this guy right now, Julianus Scipio, he's okay. He's a confident commander, natural born general. Give him those +3. But that's about it. He gets +1 command when attacking, +1 morale. But, you know, he's kind of old. I don't want a long in the tooth factionaire. I want a nice young one. So we'll make Flavius Scipio rather stand up, because Cornelius Scipio, he's not going to be around too much longer. He's 59 already. So let's see about trying to get our boy Flavius going and send him down towards Sicily. We can drop him off at Messana and merge those two together. Yeah, Cornelius, you're a cool dude, but let's start thinking about our future. So this Greek army is just sitting here. I'm not too worried about them. If they put me under siege, not a big deal. Can't recruit anything other than town watch and peasants as of right now, but I got 2 units of Hastati, a unit of Eltes of Roman archers, mercenary hoplites, a general. I'm not worried about them. Okay, so construction report, Syracuse. Yep, they got that ship right. That's when we were able to make that trireme. Recruitment report and diplomatic information. Egypt and the Seleucids are at war. That happens typically. And Spain and Carthage are at war. So it looks like Carthage is at war with 2 different factions. As for right now, they might all. Let me take a look, see where they are in as far as diplomacy goes. Carthage, yep, they're at war with me, the Julii, the Bruttii, the Senate, the Numidians. Yeah, so they've got a lot of advantage. Oh, I'm sorry. They declared an alliance with Spain. That was my bad. I need to learn how to read. Okay, let's go ahead and end that turn. So the way I like to play Rome is I like to invest in my infrastructure before I start building up those back on Corrales. That was a nice. I'm kind of rooting against the other Roman factions, but the Carthaginians went ahead and took down that 1 unit. It was expected because there was only 1 unit of probably Hastati. My popularity is falling with the masses. What's happening here? No, I think I was at 2 before, wasn't I? Yeah, I don't think that's changed. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, so what was I saying? I don't remember. Oh, that was probably just one unit of Hastati just going in to scout out Corrales. So let's go ahead and move our boy or no, not Julius, Flavius. And we'll also go ahead and take out these Greek forces, push out the navy, and then merge it up. And no, I can't retrain. But yeah, let's go ahead and fix up our economy a little bit. See what else I can do as far as upgrades. Building. Cap was not building anything, but I can't for right now. I can bump up the tax rate in Masana and give them a trader as well. Lily Biome, let's dip down the tax rate. That's going to help with the population growth. They're going to be ready to upgrade real soon, especially with that 4.5 population growth. That's almost at the next level for the next upgrade. So let's, next turn, I think we'll be able to at least make it to North Africa and try and take Thapsus with this army that I'm going to be giving them. Let's also send over, yeah, let's send over Aulus Scipio as well. Give them a few units of Hastati. Actually, yeah, let's do that. And let's see about sending over this unit. Yeah, I'm gonna try and bring this ship over to pick up this unit of archers and send them over to Thapsus. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. End this turn, move ahead. And it's really just gonna be a whole lot of setup since we're still really early on in the campaign. Okay. A whole lot of nothing. It's just an end of turn report. We actually made a bit of a profit this turn around. But we have less to work with this turn. And there's another alliance, Macedon and Dacia, which historically is not atypical. Yeah, so we can go ahead and move towards Up Lily Biome. Might as well set them in the port right now and send this unit of Roman archers. And can we quite make it on land? No, but we at least have view of both Carthage. They've got 5 units there. These Libyan spearmen are, they're okay, but they're not really much to scoff at. And then there's 4 units over here in Thapsus. They've got a, did they upgrade that port? I don't know. I think they, no, that's the standard port. What do they have over here? Yeah, same. Okay, I guess it just looked a little different to me the second time around. Alright, so let's take a look at our towns and take a look. Capua's ready for an upgrade. Let's give Lily Biome Neptune as well, since they're a coastal settlement. We'll give them access to the best, the best naval units. And we'll also give Capua some sewers. I want to focus in on reducing squalor, and sewers is the first step in doing that. And then it's like that's transporting all of, you know, the not so savory bits of human civilization out of the towns to keep things clean. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next turn. So the Brutii and Julii are just sending around diplomats for right now. Ooh, I'm forgetting to... Ooh, no. Whoops, that was a misclick. I meant to click on this. I forgot to start sending around this guy. I missed a couple of turns, but that's okay. So, yeah, the Britons are in Gaul. We can get some trade rights, map information from them. From map information, and they're happy to accept that. So, we're going to start trading with them once we have access to their settlements. And we can see what they have on their maps for now. Numidia and Spain are at war with each other. There's a Germanic diplomat. I don't need to talk to him. That's our senator. Britain diplomat. Okay, so I'm going to send this guy down towards Iberia just to get him going to talk to the Spanish. Alright, Masana, what can you have? I'll come back to you, see what Syracuse can use. That's a lot of the same. What about Lilybium? Lilybium will give you roads. Syracuse, you can have sewers. And Masana, you can't have anything now. Okay, so what now? I'm going. Ooh, this is another. Yep, this is their full force trying to go and take Corrales. So we are gonna miss out on taking Corrales, but that's okay. I don't need it. It's a nice to have, but the population is rather low as far as everything's concerned. So let's go ahead and send this diplomat this way, as well as my spy, send him into Thapsus. And, ooh, so their faction errors here, and just Iberian infantry. Iberian infantry is basically like their version of, I think, Hastati, but they don't have access to the javelins. This is like their second tier of troop. So, yeah, we'll be able to retrain our damaged Hastati here if that's what happens. So, I'm going to be leaving Aulus Scipio here to govern Thapsus in the next turn. So for right now, I'm just going to move him up to kind of show them, hey, we're on our way. Okay. Now, can't move any more of my agents. I know I can't build anything over here in Masana. Is there anybody that needs to move? My admiral is sitting just outside the dock. Let me see. Yep, I'll blockade the port over here at Thapsus to cut off some of their income. As for right now, I think they just might have over here at Thapsus, Carthage, down here in Tripoli. They may have the settlement down here. I forget what it's called, but they might have a settlement down here. There's a settlement like right in this area. There's Dimity over here. There's another one here, and right here as well, and that's all of North Africa, not including, you know, Cyrene and I forget what this one's called, but there's one right here, and then there's Memphis, Alexandria, and Thebes, as you can remember from a little foray into the Egyptian campaign. But let's go ahead and end this turn and see what happens. I'm more interested to see if the Brudii are going to try and take Corrales. I didn't see them move, but it's weird that they're not. Yeah, so they moved their army over here into Corrales. They're definitely going to take it, but we still have a chance to take this settlement over here. So let's take a look. We made even more of profit in that last turn, so we have more denarii to work with. Retinues are expanding. Construction report, our sewers and roads are done, and here's some diplomatic information if that's what you're into. So Pontus and Greece are now at war with each other, and the Brudii and Macedon are at war with each other. So before the end of this part, let's see if our spy was able to go ahead and open up the gates for us at Thapsus. Yep, awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and just walk right in and take Thapsus from the Carthaginians. And then we're going to end this part here. So let's go ahead and take Thapsus. It's going to be easy. It looks like they have some troops. That's odd. They had a couple turns to... No, they might have only had one turn to recruit. So they probably brought in a unit that was out of my line of sight. So they got their factionaire. That's going to be a bit of a challenge for us to take out, especially with the amount of Hastati we have. 2-3 units of Iberian infantry. They're not that great. They're light infantry with 8 defense and 7 attack. They got Libyan spearmen, which I want to keep my generals away from, especially Flavius, since he's now our new faction heir, and I want to keep him alive because he's actually pretty decent. And some round shield cavalry. That's their version of the Roman equites. It's I think they have the same attack and defense, but I could be wrong. Alright, so let's go ahead and just try our best to walk in here. They have regular wooden walls from the what it looks like. Yeah, it might even just be a palisade. Okay, so let's start by moving up my archers and seeing what we got going on. I want to move my archers up, as well as my hastati up behind, just to impose and fire in over the wall at these troops. So let's go ahead and pick up the speed on time. They got a full unit of Iberian infantry here, but they're not going to be around too much longer, especially with our archers firing in. They're taking some damage, so they're trying to move out of the way, trying to lure me over here towards this direction with the tower. Yeah, it looks like they just have a palisade here, so there's not too many tower defenses. So we're pushing them off, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my hastati over into the settlement here. Just got to get them in. There we go. That's good enough. So, and run, please. And anyone who tries to advance will have to deal with my archers. Let's actually move you back ever so slightly in case there's an advance. Yep, right here. There's an advance. So fire in, and they're breaking immediately. Okay, so we have the walls. We have access to these specific gates, but we have access to all of the gates because our spies went ahead and opened up the gates. We took only 2 casualties on that first advance, so they're going to see this entire army of hastati, and they're going to break almost instantly. As you can see right here, they're not even making it in. So let's go ahead and move these guys over just slightly to kind of get them on top of each other to make everything a little bit more dense. This is a strategy that I picked up in watching a YouTuber called Legend of Total War. Oh, here comes another one. He mainly does Total War gameplay, and what it is that he does is I've seen him do this is he stacks his infantry units on top of each other to make things tighter and spread out the casualties a little bit more evenly. So that way, and you can leave those guys alone, guys. No need to chase them down. It's not a big deal. So what he does is he stacks them on top of each other, spreads out the casualties, and it makes it easier in the long run because you don't have to deal with as many casualties. So, and it makes defending against cavalry charges a little bit easier as well. So it looks like they're going to try and move in again. There's only 13 men in this unit. Yep, they're breaking right away. So we can start making our advance. I'm going to take all of my hastati and move forward over to... Oop, no, that was an accident. I'm going to take 4, scoot them over here if I can. How about let's shorten it to 3. Still no. Come on, you can do it. Alright, let's try 2 then. There we go, 2 is gonna work. If I can even get it. Hang on, I'll get it. You don't need to attack. I had it, there we go. And then we'll just put them on top of each other. There we go. And there we go. And everyone run, please. I'll move my general up in this sort of a direction. You can run too. And my archers as well. Alright, so this is going to be pretty much... This is going to be pretty easy. I mean, they're grouped together pretty well onto the plaza over here, but I don't believe they have any missile units over here. Yep, they got the Iberian infantry, the round shield cavalry, and then their general's bodyguard. All of them are regular melee troops. So, and our archers are in position. They're firing in at the troops on the plaza, I think. If you can, fire at that general. Get whatever casualties you can get for that one. They might even try and move him out of range of our archers, but our archers are firing in pretty steadily. Doesn't look like they're sustaining any casualties though, so let's try the round shield cav then. It might also just be a case of it not being a good enough shot, so you can actually cancel that order, go off of fire at will mode. And what I'm going to do is just kind of start doing in advance. I'm going to do 4 men and then 4 men on top of it if I can. How about 3? Does 3 work? No, we can do. I have 3 highlighted, but it's giving me 4. Alright, let's try that again. Yep, so 3 works perfectly fine. I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and actually pause that so everyone moves at the same time. Stack you on top, and then you 2 can fill in the rest. I'll have my archers man the streets back here, and my general can chill out over here. Alright, and my hastati, at the very least, you should be running to charge ahead. And it looks like they're already making a move in, so my archers, please start firing. My general, I want you to come around this way, come around back, and try and flank them if we can. Our hastati are taking some damage, but that's okay. I'm gonna try my best to... Yep, and there we go. There's their general. They're gone. Alright, and please come back this way. I don't want to risk you getting killed. Alright, my hastati, go ahead and... let's see about trying to... no. Let's see about trying to get you back into position like I originally wanted. So those hastati are going to move in, and there we go. They've already bought the bait. So let's go ahead and move in. I'm going to take my general and try and bring him around if I can. We've all but pretty much taken things. I want to hold on. I want to get you out of here if I can. You've sustained a lot of damage. Maybe these 2 as well. Move you out of the way. I don't want you to die. Yeah, I'm gonna keep you off of fire at will because I don't want you firing down onto my troops. Let's see where our general is. He's done moving, so I'm gonna go ahead, move up this way, try and flank him around this side. Yeah, because this is a clear lane for him to move in. Yep, this unit of hastati is actually just broken. So we can move you around this way, get you all set and ready to go, and let's charge in from behind, try and take them out. We should have no problems. We've all but pretty much won this, but it's just a matter of getting them down to the last men, and that should solidify that one. Okay, I am kind of hoping that this unit recovers. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think this might, no. Yeah, this might be the unit. So there's 30 men. They might still stick around. If that's the case, I'm going to gladly go ahead and retrain them. So, we've successfully taken Thapsus. And let's try and... let's go ahead and enslave them, because we'll have the slave trade coming to both Lilybium and Syracuse and boost up those population growth as well. It's still red, but I'm happy to go ahead and take some of the citizens there and move them over to other places. Ooh, and we can train Equites. Good. I want Equites. So we'll chill out here for this turn, get our Equites going, and see what else we can do. I'm going to go ahead and get land clearance over here in Lilybium. What can I do here in Thapsus? Let's give them Neptune as well, since it's a coastal city. And that's all I can do. That's all of the money I have. Let's see. Yep, I can start making my spy move up towards Carthage as well. The Senate's probably going to want me to take Carthage at some point. So I'm going to send this gentleman over in this sort of direction. A Carthaginian army has stopped me. Yeah, it's definitely a good thing that we stopped here in Thapsus, because they're probably going to be sending some armies over here to try and retake it if they can. Yep, and this is Numidian territory, so all we got to do is head over towards this sort of a direction so we can go talk to the Numidians and get training for them. And sweet, Flavius got his first retinue thing, so he's got a decorated hero, so 20% discount on training costs. That's going to be definitely really, really good for him. And we got a unit of Triarii, and Lily Biome is actually ready to grow. Yeah, okay, so next turn I'll more than likely have enough to upgrade to the Governor's Palace. I want to be able to get that before public order starts to become a problem. And he also, okay, Flavius also got a slave trader, so increase the rate of population growth in regions where slaves are plentiful. Cool. So that means Lily Biome and Syracuse are going to be getting even more of a population growth temporarily. Okay, so I think that's all I want to do for this part. So in the next part, we're going to start making our way up towards Carthage. This is Numidian territory. I think all the way over this way is Numidian territory. They I'm going to lay off on Numidia for a little bit. I want to focus in on Carthage. So it looks like the Julii, like I said, the Julii beat us over here at Corrales, but I don't think they know that this settlement is here just yet, so we can take our time with trying to take this settlement. I think there's a settlement over here in Corduba where the Carthaginians are located, and over here in Tripoli. So, like I said, next part we're going to be making our way towards Carthage and then probably doubling back and trying to take the settlement over here in Tripoli, to which we're probably going to hop back into our ships. Go ahead and put this, yeah, well, since we had the chance, we'll go ahead and take this settlement here and then over here in Corduba to solidify our first foothold over in Iberia. But until next time, I've been Joe from Joe Plays Games, and you've been watching Rome Total War. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.